This meeting is being recorded.
Good evening, everyone. Can we all hear me? If you can hear me, just drop a chat in the comment section. Okay, so let's wait a few minutes while others join, that we can start. Okay, so while we're waiting for others to join, a quick in-house rule or some quick in-house rules. So currently we are all muted on Zoom. So if you want to ask questions or you want to offer suggestions or make a comment, you can use the chat section or the comment section for the Zoom or the YouTube. Okay. And if you want to speak for Zoom, you can raise your hand so that I can ask you to unmute. Okay. So today's session will be on brand and logo design. And Mr. Emmanuel then will be taking us on that. So I'll be introducing him a bit. You can know a bit about our facilitator for today. So Mr. Emmanuel Odeyemi is a tech enthusiast and a youth advocate, and he's also the creative director of Exceptional Ace and founder of Very Initiative. He's also a member and a volunteer of many professional bodies and organizations, giving back to his community in diverse ways, and he enjoys helping other people. Okay, he's also versatile in branding and design, e-commerce development, cinematography, and photography. Right. He's also an author. He authored the book Process, Pathway to Perfection. He's also an awardee of MSME Africa as one of the top 50 MSME founders in Africa. Okay, so that's a short introduction about our facilitator for today. So, Mr. Emmanuel Odeyemi, I'm handing over to you. So you can share your screen and I will ask you to unmute now. Mr. Emmanuel, you can unmute yourself and share your screen.
Okay, sir. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for that, sir. And welcome to you, class. Welcome to the second, to this week episode of graphic design training. But before we continue, I would love to know if there is any question from the last class. So if you have any question from the last class, you could just either raise your hand in the chat box or drop the question there. Let's quickly treat it before we move on to the next class to what we have today. So let's just give like 2 minutes or so, 1 minute or so. So if there is none, we will move on. And thank you. Please, I hope I'm audible.
Yes, we can hear you.
All right, thank you. Okay, since there are no questions, so if there are other questions, you can please drop it on the chat box. Thank you and good evening, everyone, and welcome to class once again. So today we will be talking as a continuation of our graphic design training. We'll be talking on branding and logo design. So I will be sharing my screen now. All right. Please, if you can see my screen now, can I see you and just type yes in the chat box? So please, I want to know if my screen is visible before I continue.
It's not visible. Maybe you can reshare.
Okay, sir. Let me do that now.
It's visible now.
All right. Thank you, sir. Okay. Some people are still saying not visible. Some are saying visible. I think the screen is visible now. So talking about branding and logo design, before we start, there are so many misconceptions of branding because we are picking branding first before we go into logo design. There are so many misconceptions of branding. Now, when I talk about misconception, you see some people will tell you when you're talking about branding, they narrow it down to logo design. Some people narrow it down to flyers, some people narrow it down to their brand story. But no, branding is a whole package. What do I mean by branding is a whole package? Let's say, for example, you want to talk about a Toyota vehicle. You don't just say, this is a Toyota what? A Toyota tire. No, you don't just have a tire and you are saying, okay, I'm having a Toyota tire without a vehicle. No, it's a package. So when you call the vehicle, the tire is there, the gearbox is there, the engine is there, the fuel pump, the windscreen, the chairs, and all that things. So that is branding. I just try to deal with that misconception that people have because a lot of people have had that when you say branding, all you hear is logo design, logo design. No, so branding and logo are two different things entirely. So now let's take a look at what we are talking about. Now, what is branding? Branding is the process of creating a unique identity.
Okay, I think the network went off. Okay. So let's just wait for him to adjust that.
Oh, sorry, I think that's network. Okay, so I'll be sharing my screen again. I was talking about branding and I said, okay, what is branding? So branding is the process of creating unique identity for a business or a product. It includes the brand name, mission, value, visual identity, personality, messaging, and customer perception. So now, talking about branding has like, let me say just 4 key points. Number one, we talk about the reputation. Number two, we talk about the culture. Number three, we talk about the features. And number four, we talk about the story. Before we delve deep into branding, one thing you need to know is that there is a foundation for each and every one of them. When I mean foundation, I mean it's something must precede it before you even think about, okay, let me think of a brand style, a brand strategy, and all. So now talking about branding once again, when you want to start a business or you want to market a product, what is the first thing that you do? The first thing you do is number one, what do I want to sell? Now, I'm coming to branding foundation. What do I want to sell? Number two, who are the people I want to sell to? Now, those are things you ask yourself before you just start and say, okay, let me just start from branding. So now, in a nutshell, branding is a process of number one, you research. After you've done your research, now when you're doing your research, that's where your color comes in. Okay, what do I want to do? What is my niche? Who are my target audience? After that, you start your development. After developing, you do what? You apply distinctive features or set of features to the organization so that what customers can begin to associate your brand with your product and services. Now, when you talk about Coca-Cola, you know that they produce what? They produce drinks. You can't compare Coca-Cola with Toyota. Now, Toyota produce vehicle. The fact that they produce vehicle, customer already know them about that. You know, you see some people, There are sometimes some people would open something like, let's say, let me use a name and say, resource center. Now, in that resource center, you will see the same company name, the same name. The person is selling card is frying plantain. As he's frying plantain, he's still the one doing suya. He's doing suya, he's still the one selling drinks. After selling drinks, he's still the one doing different kind of things. So when people now say, okay, do you know resource company? And people say yes, what do they do? And then people get confused. That is not a proper branding. That company is not, in fact, when talking about company, it should not even be among the list of companies because that is a total confusion to the target audience. All right. So please, if you can still hear me, just type yes on the chat box so that we know that I'm still communicating. So in branding develops the brand identity. It does what? It builds customer trust with story. There must be a story behind your organization. When I'm talking about a story behind your organization, you can't just wake up one day and say, okay, I'm starting this company. What do you want to be doing there? And let me just say, let's just want to do something. We just want to sell flowers and all. What is the story behind it? What people buy in a company or a business is not the business name. People do what? People buy the story. How did you come up with the name? How did you come up with the color? How did you come up with other features? Other features such as the value, the mission, the vision. What is the story behind it? Why are you trying to push it out? Now, the story is now why does your company exist? You know, if you don't know why something exists, that thing eventually is going to crash. So before you start, you must know the reason why you are starting. So what is the story behind it? Then it focuses on how an audience does what feel about a company. How does okay, if you are targeting the youth, how does the youth feel about your company? The feeling people have about a Colgate toothpaste company is different from the feeling someone has about 7-Up company. So someone would not be thirsty and go to a Colgate. Remember, both are liquid in some ways, but you cannot be thirsty and go to where they are selling toothpaste and say you want to buy toothpaste and start drinking it. Or you can't say you want to wash your teeth and do what? And go to Pepsi store and say, please get me one 7-Up. I want to start what? I want to start brushing my teeth. No, those are two misplaced priorities. That is why branding is very, very important. So to create a brand, I would list 6 things before I continue. Number one, determine your target audience. Who are the people we want to face? Are we targeting the adults, the youths, or young professionals? Now, you could also say, how do we target people? You could say from 18 to 35 years. You could say from 7 to 12 years. And that is why in the market, we have what? We have baby shoe, we have adult shoe. And you will see different sizes. You see size 50, size 43, size 40, this one size, that one size, that one, that size. So you know who you want to target. All right, we are pitching our business. Our business is being directed towards female only. Our business is being directed towards male only. Our business is being directed towards the people who do it, who are in this age category. Or the business is being directed towards those who are in the working class. Our business is being directed towards people who are just students. So, number one, that is the first thing. Determine your target audience. Number two, your mission statement. When I'm talking about mission statement, your mission statement in the sense that what do you want to achieve? I saw one advert one day, not like an advert, but someone was saying something, and he was saying this. He said this woman that sell akara very early in the morning said they will just relocate anyhow. They don't know that they are the joy of some people. Now, someone selling akara very early in the morning. For people that cannot make food, they just quickly buy akara and bread, and then they're out. If a woman like that now wants to give what a business a mission statement, it could be something like satisfying needs, satisfying desire, things like that. So, okay, he said what I'm listing is not on my screen. Yes, I'm giving, all right, sorry, I'm coming back to that now. I'm talking, the first one I said, determine your target audience. Number two, establish your mission statement. Number three, define your values. Define your values. What do you stand for? Your features. Features in the sense that what is your color? Your vision, and all other things that add to the success of your business. Then what are the benefits people tend to gain from your business? The benefits you gain when you buy a car is different from the benefits you get when you want to buy a house. So benefits, the benefits that fall within your niche. Then create your visual assets. Visual assets in the sense that is where the logo comes in. That is where the flyer comes in. That is where your color comes in and all. So find your brand voice. Then market your brand. Okay, so now I'm sure we are all used to Nike logo, and we'll be saying that as we continue. All right. So why is branding very, very important? I just gave you the basics of how to create a brand, although it's not on my slide here. So I just gave you the basics of how to create that. So why is branding very important? Number one reason why branding is important is that it helps you build trust and credibility. That's the number one reason why branding is important. It helps you build trust and credibility. When you have a business and you don't have anything that people can link you with, then people just say it's just existing for nothing or just existing for fun. People do say something, they'll say, and the reason why they give people name is so that they can identify them for anything, whether for good or bad. So to build trust and credibility, that's number one. Number two, to increase recognition. Now you will see some logos there. You see that of Land Rover, you see that of Visa, you see that of Coca-Cola, CNN, JBL. Now, when you see their logo, there is that single color that identifies and distinguishes them. Today, you will not see Coca-Cola use red for their brand color, and tomorrow they are using indigo. Next week, they determine to use brown. Upper week, they determine to use what? They use blue. Or Amazon. Amazon uses orange. You wouldn't see Amazon next month now wake up and say, okay, and our brand color is orange. Yes, we want to use red today, and that time we want to use green, and that time we want to use purple. So when you stick to, that's why when you start, that visual asset is very, very important. Once you create it, you stick to it. Now, it boosts customer loyalty. People would know that, okay, these people that we are reaching out to, this, and this is what we can say about their brand. When somebody asks them, I want to buy something I want to buy something from these people. Do you know them? Somebody will be like, oh, yes, I know them. I've bought something from them before. I've partnered with them in a business before, and this, and that. So it also sets business apart from competitors. Let's say, for example, Coca-Cola, Coca-Cola for red, Pepsi for blue, blue and red, JBL for orange, Spotify for green. So those things, they do what? They make it distinct from your competitors. Look at Spotify that uses green, their logo when you see it. Look at Nike. Does that mean that there are no other brands that does what they do? No. But they have looked for a way to distinguish themselves and stand out. So I would ask a question now, and I just want someone to just give me an answer. If possible, you can type it as a chat or you unmute yourself and talk within the space of few seconds. Give me one brand name and tell me why you love them. So I'll be expecting an answer now. One brand name and tell me why you love them. Whether you want to type it or you want to, unmute yourself and talk. This I'll be expecting now. All right, why we get that as a chat? Let's continue. Okay, someone said Oriflame is a skincare brand. Their products are always effective. And what's the money? Okay, someone said Temu for their free delivery offer. Can we get more? Okay, while they are typing, let's go to elements of branding. Now, elements of branding. Talking about the elements of branding, we'll be listing 4 things. Number 1, brand identity. That's the first thing we'll be talking about. Brand identity. Remember I said earlier before I started the class that logo does not mean branding. So now, under brand identity, that is where logo falls. Okay, so talking about brand identity, we have logo, we have color, we have typography. Let's take Coca-Cola brand for an example. Let me see the Coca-Cola logo. Sorry, please, the person drawing on the board, please, can you stop it? Thank you. All right, let's take Coca-Cola logo for example. Okay, so let me share this screen so that you can all see it. All right, so I'm sharing my screen now. Look at Coca-Cola, number 1. When we're talking about branding, what do we see? They said the first thing is under the branding element of brand, number 1 is identity. So we talked about logo, color, typography. This is Coca-Cola's logo. Their own logo is their name. Now look at the way their text, that's typography. Look at the way it is being styled. After that, look at their color. That is color red. That is Coca-Cola for you. So that is their own brand identity. It is being defined. Let's see Spotify. Let's see Spotify logo. Now, look at Spotify logo. See what we have here. You can see it now. Theirs is green color. We see the way their text is being styled. Look at the way they use their text. This is a different typeface. Now look at their F and Y. It is what? It is being joined together. Other letters are not being joined together, but what? Their F and Y is what? Is being joined together. So your brand identity, you can decide to use any style for it. It depends on you. So now, after brand identity, let's get back to our slide. Brand personality. Coming to brand personality, that is where your target audience comes in. When you're talking about something playful, you can see under personality, we have playful, serious, professional, luxurious. For example, when we are using something playful, when you're talking about playful now, you could talk about something like all this toy, or you can't say you want your brand to be producing toy and you're putting something serious. No, it doesn't correlate at all. Or you want to be producing, let's say, soap. You want to be producing things that people use to what? To enhance themselves, to make education serious, to make life easy. And you are using something playful, something unprofessional and all. So you have to, your brand personality, whether it's being playful, it's serious, professional, or luxurious. Now, brand position, what makes your brand unique? There are so many people selling vehicles, so many brands. producing vehicles. There are so many brands producing soap. There are so many brands producing drinks. There are so many brands producing what? Dettol. There are so many brands producing a lot of things, phones and all. But what makes them unique? What makes them stand out? That should be your goal. Why what? Why thinking about your brand? What will make my own brand unique? Now, brand consistency. Brand consistency. Talking about brand consistency, you must ensure that all your branding materials match each other. From your logo to your color to your typography, even when you are making a post on social media, when you are designing flyers, when you are doing videos, you make sure that your brand voice, your brand color, your brand logo, your brand mission, your brand vision, and everything is intact, matching each other. Don't let it negate on your, don't let what is on your flyer be different from what is on your logo. Don't let what you are producing as a video be different from, let the voices be one, your brand voice. So that's brand consistency. Now look at Coca-Cola, for example, their personality, fun and energetic. Rolex, you know that Rolex is wristwatch what? Luxurious and elegant. Wristwatch does not make you energetic, but drinks make you what? Energetic. You take drink at times for fun, you can pop it, and or you can't pop a wristwatch. You can't do what? You can't be using a wristwatch just because you want to be energetic. So your brand, what? Voice, personality, positioning, and identity matter a lot. So leaving that, we are going to role of logo in branding. A logo serves three key functions in branding. Number one, it creates brand recognition. Number two, it builds trust and credibility. Number three, it communicates brand values. Let's say, for example, how many of you know Amazon? If you know Amazon, type yes. If you know Jumia, type yes. Just let's make this class kind of interactive. Start typing names of brands that you know. Start typing names of brands that you know. Let's make it a bit interactive. Jumia, okay, I can see Jumia. Someone's typing Jumia. Longreach, okay. Let's have more names. Apple, Amazon, Netflix, Orabi. Let's have more. Gucci, Samsung, New Age. Yes, let's have more. Let's have more. Prime Video, Dell, Konga, Temu, Boomplay, HP, Katia, Google, Nescafe. Okay. Chi, all right. Gucci, okay. Prada. I'm still surprised. No one has mentioned MC Techie. Why? Showmax, Louis Vuitton, Dior, ASOS. Okay. Oh, someone finally mentioned MC Techie. All right. Okay. Now let's continue. All right. Cadbury. Oh, another person mentioned MC Techie, YouTube, and the like. We have so many brands that we cannot exhaust today. So one thing I would love to tell you is this: when you want to start out, there's something that people say. They say, someone is already into the business. People that are going to discourage you would tell you someone is already into the business, and why not find them another thing to do? Once your passion is there and you are being directed by God, once you see a green light, before you start, stand unique. Don't stand unique when you start. So you stand unique before you start. How do you stand unique before you start? Check out other companies in your niche who have started. See what is particular to them. Check out what they do. Let's say, for example, look at Tesla vehicles and look at Toyota vehicles. Toyota would create a petrol vehicle, but Tesla will create what? Will create an electric vehicle. But what is the goal and the mission of the vehicle? To do what? To move people, to move goods, for what? For movement. But your own niche is very, very important. So you discover your own niche. Where do you want to fall under? If you want to be producing drinks, fine. We have drinks companies, we have their brands all over the world. What do you want to focus on? I want to start doing apple drinks. Let's say, for example, I want to start doing apple drinks. What do I want to do? Mine, I want to focus on fruit drinks. And how will my fruit drinks be? I will do my fruit drinks that the types of fruits that will be used, it will make it what? It will make it sweet and all like that. Fun. It will give people energy. It does what? It reverberates the brain and all. So you know your niche and stand unique before you start. Once you know how you want to delve in, seek out to people who have started, who are already in the business, and climb on their shoulders. They will tell you pitfalls to avoid even before starting out. All right. So we're leaving branding now and we are going into logo design. So if you have any question on branding, you can type it. I would attend to it as we start logo design class. Thank you. So now going to logo design. This is guide to logo design. Logo design, as we said earlier, is a very, very essential part of branding and visual identity. It's a well-crafted logo communicates a brand message, values, and personality in a visually compelling way. And it serves as the face of a company, helping customers recognize and connect with a business. Now, what is logo design? Logo design is the process of creating a unique, recognizable graphic, symbol, wordmark, or a combination of both that represent a business, organization, or product. A logo is an important part of branding because it establishes identity and creates a visual connection with customers. Now, each and every one of us, we are human beings. Now, let's categorize ourselves as human beings. We have names. Let's say, for example, my name is Emmanuel. Another person's name is Emmanuel. This other person's name is Emmanuel. That other person's name is Emmanuel. How do we now differentiate Emmanuel from Emmanuel? We could now say, everybody, all Emmanuels, write your name and put your signature under your name. We can be the same Emmanuel, we can have the same handwriting, we can use the same type of pen to write, but we cannot never have the same signature. Even if we are twins don't have the same signature. So we cannot have the same signature. So now, let's come to logo. There are different things we combine when we're talking about logo. We talked about the symbol, we talked about the word mark, we talked about the combination of both. That also, it represents a business, represents an organization, represents a product. Amazon logo is different from Jumia logo. Unilorin logo is different from University of Ibadan logo. University of Ibadan logo is different from MC Techie logo. MC Techie logo is different from Exceptionalized logo. Exceptionalized logo is different from Coca-Cola logo. Coca-Cola logo is different from what? Pepsi logo. So we will see different ways in which logo is being formed. So now let's get to role of logo and what? Role of logo in branding. Role of logo in branding. Number one, it is a brand's first impression. A logo is the first thing people will notice about a company. It is like a representation of identity. Let's say, for example, look at MC Techie's logo. When you see a logo, and you are seeing a company, number one, that logo is representing that company. That's the first impression you see about a company. And that's why in many places, for example, in souvenirs, a company will not go and put it there. You can't see now, let's say, for example, MC Techie is hosting an event and they want to give out souvenir. You would not see MC Techie put the picture of their website on a souvenir. You will not see MC Techie put the picture of their building, like their building on the souvenir. You will not see them go to the souvenir and start writing our mission, our vision, our goal, our this, our that, our story, and all. What majorly do you see people put on souvenir? Can anyone just answer on the group, on the chat, please? Tell me the major things you have seen people put on souvenirs. Logo, thank you. Because that's the first thing, very, very easy to remember. If I'm coming to you and I'm pitching my mission statement, and that person is coming to say this is my mission statement. Now let's even say we all these companies, all these brands that we have all mentioned, we can't successfully say mention 5 mission statements of all, like, okay, take Jumia, take Amazon, take Konga, take Walmart, and all, and say you want to start talking about their mission statement, their vision statement, what they do. No. You remember them majorly with their logo, because that's the first thing that people notice. And that is why your logo must be minimalistic, must be catchy, must be attractive, and must be simple. So as we said, it's a representation of identity. It visually expresses a brand's mission and value. For example, a logo design. When someone wants to sell clothes and all, you can't design a logo for someone that wants to sell clothes and put book there. They do not correlate at all. You cannot design a logo for a school and you are putting shoe in the logo. It doesn't correlate at all. So when you are working on a logo, you do what? The identity, their mission and their value is what drives the logo. So it is a tool for brand recognition. It is something that you can easily remember, and it is like a signature that people will do what? People can trust easily, people can remember easily, and people can what? So what are the benefits of a well-designed logo? Number one, it creates a strong first impression. Just as I said earlier, a great logo grabs attention in seconds. It differentiates a brand from competitors. A unique logo, it helps a brand to stand out. It builds brand loyalty. It helps brands to do what? To foster trust and customer retention. It also does what? It communicates brand personality, just like the design element, the color, the typography, the shape, they all reflect identity. I want you to know something, that in a logo, the color you use has its own meaning. The shape you use has its own meaning, and the typography you use has its own meaning. So case study, let's say, for example, now, look at Apple logo. Now, the beaten apple is a globally recognized symbol of innovation and creativity. That design, look at Apple's logo. Just Apple, but it's beaten by the side. Some people will say, which one is beaten? Okay, it has been cut by the side. Some part has been cut away by the side. So look at it, very simple, innovative, and easy to remember. You will not see another organization use that type of logo because Apple has made its name already. So anyone that uses that type of logo again, the person will be sued. All right. So now let's move on to types of logo. Now we have 7 types of logo majorly. I said majorly. We have 7 types of logo majorly. Number 1, we have word mark. Now, when talking about word mark logo is a text-based logo. What does that mean? It focuses majorly on the brand name using unique typography. See, for example, look at Google, Coca-Cola, and Visa. Now, you know, Mobile, Stripe, Sony, all these names, what do they do with their, it is their name. Like Google uses what? Google as its logo with different colors. FedEx uses FedEx as its logo. Coca-Cola uses what? Coca-Cola as its logo. With what? With a different style. Sony uses Sony as its logo. So at times, it is advisable for people that are just starting out. If you see Adidas logo, Nike logo, and all, before they started using a pictorial logo or an emblem, what do? they were using their names. They put their name, they had their names there for years. After a while, when they have gained ground and they've gained their name, they now moved from wordmark to either a pictorial or a what? An emblem logo. So coming to letter mark, that's number 2. This one is initial-based logos, which was it uses the brand initials instead of the full name. Remember, wordmark uses what? The name, majorly the full name of the organization. But letter mark what? Does what? Uses initials. For example, IBM. For example, CNN. For example, HP. For example, Louis Vuitton. So they use their initials, Louis Vuitton, L and X. CNN, CNN, IBM, it has its own full meaning, JVC and O. They use what? They use their initials. J as what it stands for, V as what it stands for, C as what it stands for. Now, pictorial logo. This pictorial logo is what people majorly run towards. Now, coming to this pictorial logo, before I continue, this first logo that my mouse is circling, can someone tell me what it represents? The name of the brand. This logo, I'm sure you can see my mouse on it. You can type it. Okay. I'm waiting. All right. I can see Twitter. Okay. Thank you. Someone said Twitter, I guess. Twitter. All right. How about this one? This other one that my mouse is touching. What's it? Okay, Pepsi. All right, Pepsi everywhere. How about this? Oh, someone says Facebook. That's not Facebook. Oh. Okay, how about this? Look at where my logo is. Nike. Yeah, Nike. Thank you. All right. So these are pictorial logo. They are called icon-based logo. It's a simple image that represents the brand. Now, the reason why we can all relate with all these brands is what? Is because we are used to them. Now, how about this one? How about this one that my mouse is touching? Who can tell me? Anyone? Okay, thank you. MC Donuts. Okay, MC Donuts and all. So this is because these people have built names over the years and the logo is consistent with them. If this month Twitter changes logo, next month they change their logo, another month they change their logo, we will not be able to say exactly that this is what this logo represents. This is the company or the brand that this logo represents. So let's go to the next one. Number 4, we have abstract symbol logos. Now, abstract symbol logos, this uses geometric or abstract symbols instead of literal image for their logo. Now, let's try something. This one that my mouse is touching, what's the name of the brand? Let's see if we know it. As you are following us on YouTube, you can also type this that my mouse is touching. Let's see if anyone knows the name of the brand. Okay, only one person is responding. This logo. Okay, yes, thank you. Google Drive. How about this one? I'm sure this is something that we all know. You should be familiar with this a lot. Okay, MasterCard. Thank you. So we have Unilever, we have Slack. And what is this last one? Yeah. This last one. Spotify. Thank you. So now, just like Adidas also, Adidas has what? It has 3 stripes. Just 1, 2, 3. That's Adidas. Nike, it does have 1 swoosh. That's all for Nike. So now let's talk about mascot logos. Remember, the reason why you can relate with all these logos is because these people have built their brand name and they were consistent with their brand over the years. Now, mascot logos features a character that embodies the brand personality, just like KFC, Colonel Sanders, Pringles, and all. As you can see Pringles logo, you can see KFC logo. Now, combination logo, that is where the um, text and icon comes in. Now, this one includes both text and symbol. You can see Lacoste logo, you can see Adobe logo, you can see Adidas logo, you can see NBC logo, you can see MasterCard, you can see Nike, and you can see Pepsi. So putting what? The symbol and the text. And one thing you should notice is that look at Pepsi text. The way Pepsi is written is different from the way Adidas is written. Look at Adidas and Adobe. Adidas is starting theirs with small letter A. Adobe is starting theirs with capital letter A. So it depends on you. Now look at emblem logos. This includes text inside a symbol, often used for traditional brands, just like Starbucks, LA Davidson, universities. For example, you know, when you see Unilorin logo, you see UI, you see other Uniben and all. You see BMW and all like that. So who can tell me this logo? What's the name of this brand? Can relate the name of this brand to us? Okay, let's get it. I'm saying Volkswagen, I'm saying WWW. Okay, let's see again. Volkswagen. Okay, now let me ask you a question. Which brand, let me ask you a question. Which brand is responsible for producing um, Ferrari and Bugatti vehicles? Let me see if anyone knows that. Okay. Which brand is responsible for, I've asked the first one, which brand is responsible for producing Lexus vehicles? Okay. I'm seeing Toyota, I'm seeing Toyota, I'm seeing Toyota. Okay, another person it's Toyota. All right. So at least we can tell the types of logo that we have. We have wordmark, which is text-based logos. We have lettermark, which is initial-based logos. We have pictorial logos, which is what icon-based logos. And we have abstract symbol logos. We have mascot logos. We have combination logos, which is text and icon. Then we have emblem logos. Oh, so you people know about Toyota. I'm asking that of Ferrari and Bugatti. No one is answering. The people are laughing. Okay, now we are moving forward. Someone says Toyota. Really? Okay. So which brand, as I said again, which brand of vehicle is responsible for producing Lamborghini? All right. If you don't know it, it's the Volkswagen. Oh, people are saying Lamborghini, Lamborghini, Lamborghini. It's not, it's Volkswagen that is responsible for that of Lamborghini. So going now to principles of good logo design. Number one, simplicity. Your logo design must be simple and easy to recognize. It's not that when you're done with the logo and people are looking at the logo and be like, but why is it that your text, your color, and everything is like full jam pack of everything, and we can't even distinguish which is which? So your logo must be simple, clean, and what easy to recognize. Number two, memorability. Your logo must be easy to recall after one glance. And when one looks at it at once, the person should be able to recall that logo again. Not that when someone looks at your logo, we have to look at it the second time and look at it the third time and forget and say, please, can we check this logo again and still forget? Also, versatility. Your logo should work on all mediums, like whether printing, whether web, or merchandise. Or then the next one, timelessness. Avoid short-lived design trends that will age quickly. There are some design trends that you don't use again. When you apply that type in your logo design, you know that very, very soon that trend is what is fading off and your logo will be out of relevance. So now coming to relevance, you see, the logo should align with the industry and the target audience. So now logo design process. Let's come to logo design process. If you have any question from what we've discussed earlier, you can drop it on the group. Number one step, research and brand discovery. So before you start your logo, number one thing you need to do is you need to research and then discover your brand. You need to understand your brand mission, your target audience, your competitors, and then the emotion that your brand wants to evoke. Okay, so since we are under graphic design, let's discuss something. But give me a few seconds, please. Okay. So one day, I just want to chip this in. Since we are discussing graphic design, this is something that we all need to take note of. One day I saw a design and somebody was celebrating birthday. As the person was celebrating birthday, someone said, okay, let me design a flyer, a birthday design now for this person. And the person designed it, of course, yes, the person designed it. The person did well. But you know what? What I saw was amazing. I saw the design. I saw cloud. The person used cloud at the back of as the background of the design. And at that background, there was a sign of cross there. Please, in the comment section, can you hear me type? When you see cloud and cross in a design, what does that mean? Oh, somebody says heaven. Okay. Obituary. Okay. Let's have more. Let's have more. Someone said, let us see it too, sir. Obituary, date, and all. Okay. Thank you. Now, when we are talking about a design, your target audience and the emotion you want that brand to evoke, I would have shown you, but I don't have it again. I can't keep that type of thing on my phone. So I looked at it and I was almost thinking that person was dead. Not until I saw happy birthday. I was like, really? Happy birthday for someone and using cross and sky as the background for the person. So like graphic designers, please don't let's kill our people now. So you must know what you must know the emotion that your brand wants to evoke. And that is why your color, understanding of color is very important. Understanding of shape is very, very important. Now, when you are doing your research, let's say, for example, you want to design on let's say carrot fly. Carrot fly. Still coming to research. Now, let me share my screen for you so that you can see this. I'll be sharing my screen. Please, can you see my screen now? I want to share another screen for you to see. I'm sure you should be seeing my screen showing different types of carrots now, right? Okay, thank you. So now when you want to design about carrot fly, that's the name of the brand, carrot fly. Okay, now you know carrots, you know fly. Coming to reality, the first thing you need to research about carrot elements. Let's see things, or elements related to carrots. Elements related to carrots. And then you start searching. You search for them, you check for different things that are related to carrots. Now, let's even see. You could even come to say fly, carrot fly logo ideas. Remember, we are doing research just to see how different people have designed about carrot fly. You can see, look at this one, carrot with fork, carrot with what? With wings, carrot, different types. This one even puts carrot inside butterfly. And with leaf, different types of carrot fly design. So you come for ideas, then you now search for what? You search for, okay, now see, the next thing, what does carrots symbolize? Under all, what does carrot symbolize? Certain food symbolize what? It says what? Luck and prosperity. So majorly, yeah, they said carrots represent what and symbolizes what? Luck and prosperity. So you keep writing these things down. Remember, we're talking about research. That is how to make research for your look. After you are done with that, the next thing, what colors are important and basic for carrots? Now, what color is it? It said orange. Typically, you can see this orange color. So what color should be carrot? What should carrots be? That one is orange. They say the basic color is orange. You cannot write that somewhere. Then now ask you that, okay, what color should carrots be? It could be purple, it could be red, white, yellow, and orange. And then you write it down. Now you ask again and say, what does orange color signify? Look at what it said. The color orange has both positive and negative. Now we want the positive side. It signifies optimism, happiness, enthusiasm, and youthful connection. So if your brand is targeting adults, people from the age of 70 upward, you should know that orange is not something that will go with them. Orange is not something that will go with them. So you need to understand that. Now, going back to our slide. Then after that, that's a concept development and sketching. After you've done your research, you can now start to sketch. I'm sure you can see this picture by the right. You now start sketching. You start sketching different types of things. Look at this person sketching art in different ways. You sketch and what? You brainstorm ideas. search for ideas online and start to sketch them, different concepts on paper. When you are done with that, they say digital design and refinement. Once you are done with that, you know what? You snap and put your picture in, you snap it, scan it, and upload it to Adobe Illustrator. Adobe Illustrator, CorelDRAW, Photoshop, or Canva. Those are tools that we use to design a logo. So you take it to Adobe Illustrator and you begin to sketch it out with the digital pen tool. And you experiment it with what? With the color that you want, the typography that you want, and icon styles. So you get feedback and what? From clients. Let's say, for example, you want to reach out to people, you are doing it for people or for yourself. When you are done, send it to people as you use them, you call them test audience. You send it to them and say, what is your view about this logo? Remember, whatever you are doing, whether a design or a logo, is not for you, it's for them. So you send it to them and you say, okay, please check this out. What is your view about it? What are you saying about it? And when you get your feedback, you make your necessary correction, adjustments, and improve the clarity and impact. You deliver your logo in different formats. We have PNG format, that means without background. We have your JPG, we have SVG, we have AI and EPS. You see, your AI and EPS formats are editable, but PNG, JPEG, and SVG, you cannot edit them. Now, when you are working on a logo, the first thing you do before you add color, make sure that you work with white and black first. When you have a good enhancement with white and black, then you can add colors and make sure your logo is good on what? On your brand color and also white and black. Now look at color psychology in design. Color influences perception and emotion, so choose the right color palette. That's very, very crucial. Now look at MC Donald uses red and yellow because red stimulates hunger and yellow does what? Yellow evokes happiness. So these are some examples. Look at, for example, color red. Red could mean passion, energy, urgency. What are the people that use red? Brand that use red? You have Coca-Cola, YouTube, Netflix. Blue, you have your trust, professionalism, reliability. Examples, we have Facebook, PayPal, Twitter. Yellow, happiness, optimism, warmth. That's MC Donuts, Snapchat, and iCare. You see green represents nature, health, growth. You see Starbucks, Whole Foods, animal. You will not see what? You will not see Facebook use green. Why? Because green does not resonate with Facebook. Facebook is a community. So Facebook and nature, what concerns them? Facebook and health, what concerns? So you can't just pick any logo, any color. You have to understand what that color means before you just jump on them. Now look at black. Black signifies us luxury, sophistication, and power. That's why we can see Nike use it, Apple use it, and Chanel uses it also. Now, common logo design mistakes to avoid. Common logo design mistakes to avoid. Overcomplicated design. When you have too many elements in a design, it makes your design complicated, sophisticated, too hard to read and understand, and people will not be able to remember your design easily. Copying other logos. A unique logo builds originality and trust. Don't go and say, since Apple took their logo and they beat it one side. You now say you want to name your own company Mango, and you now go and take Mango and you cut it at one side. Or you say you want to make your own name Cherry or Agbalumo, whatever. Cherry, you now pick Cherry and cut it at one side. Be unique. Sponsor creativity. You can't say yours is now coconut now, and you say you are picking coconut and you want to cut the coconuts by one side. Or let's say, for example, Nike is using this like Mac sign, and you are like, okay, if that one is Nike, you want to turn yourself to Reich or Ike, and then you turn the Mac sign upside down, or you say you should face left or right. That is you copying another person's logo. Or you see Coca-Cola style, you go and put your own name and use the same style font. So be unique with your own logo so that they will not come and arrest you, because they can sue you, they are a company. So ignorance and scalability. Your logo should look good on all sizes at any time. There are some times when you expand some people's logo, you will just notice that that logo starts what? It's not clear again. It has lost its sharpness. It begins to get blur and all. So it is not scalable. Using too many fonts in your logo, you don't use too many fonts. One or two fonts is okay for consistency. One or two fonts. Don't look at MC Techie now. Just one font, that's all. With a simple M and T. That is letter M and T used as the logo. With a simple font typeface. So choosing the wrong colors, just as I said earlier, ensure that your colors align with your brand message. Now look at this case study. Look at Nike. This swoosh sign, what does it do? It represents motion and speed. It is minimalist, yes, recognizable worldwide. So easy to recognize. It's not that Nike saying they put this on after that, they put one circle on top, they put one square under, and everything is just like, too complicated. You can't even understand it. Now look at Amazon. Look at Amazon. Amazon is just a word written, Amazon, and A directed to Z. That arrow is telling you that they have customer satisfaction for varieties from A to Z. Anything you want to name in this word, it has to start from A to Z. It's between A to Z. So they are telling you now that they are building a strong firm that wants to pick out from what? From A to Z. So you cannot now say you want to start your own firm and you are calling it zero to zenith and putting your logo at the top. You say your own Z is starting from the beginning. Then your own arrow, since Amazon put their own under you, you are going to put your own at the top and turn it the other way. People would already know that what you are copying another person's logo. So try to run from that and ensure that your logo is something that people can easily remember and something people can easily relate to it. So lastly, final thought on logo. A logo is not just an image. It is a powerful branding that should reflect the essence of your business, your organization, your establishment, your products. It must be instantly recognizable and connect emotionally with the target audience. Don't forget what we said. Branding is not just a logo. Branding is an identity. Branding is a reputation. Branding is a culture. And branding is a feature and story. So if there are questions, I would love you to ask, type them as I hand over to the moderator. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Emmanuel, for that wonderful session. Do we have any questions? So questions can come in. We can either raise our hands or drop them in the chat. So do we have any questions? So how can we access the lectures we did before? So the recordings of these sessions are on the YouTube channel, so you can easily get them from there. Then a broadcast will be sent after, or a broadcast is sent after each class containing the recordings, so you can get them from either the Telegram group or the WhatsApp group. Then subsequently, we'll include it on the MarkTechly platform. Also, you guys should check or keep tabs with your MarkTechly platform as major updates are being made. So past lecture materials will also be uploaded along with assignments and also quizzes too. So we should check our MarkTechie platform to see if that has been done. But if it has not been done, then we should just exercise a little patience. So the attendance link will be sent soon. So please let's fill it out. And if you're not able to fill out the attendance, just follow the instructions in the broadcast message that was sent. So we are still expecting questions. Okay, Mr. Emmanuel, we have a question from YouTube. It says, what does mix color of purple and pink symbolize? So what does the mixture of the color purple and pink symbolize? So can you answer that?
All right, I can. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so purple signifies number one, purple signifies royalty and creativity, although there are other things. Then blue signifies trust, professionalism.
Okay. So we have another question on Zoom. It says, how are we to use Canva to make our logo? Will it be taught? Mr. Emmanuel is asking if you will teach them.
As regards that, sir, maybe I will discuss with you, sir. So maybe you get back to them on the platform, sir.
Okay. So the attendance link has been shared. Let's fill in the attendance. So the link is in the comment section. So let's check the comment section and fill it in. We're still waiting for, so the assignment given is a new assignment. There was no assignment last week, that has already been said. The assignments will be uploaded on the MarkTechie platform. So once you log into your dashboard, you will see, once you scroll to the bottom of your page, you will see the engine from assignments to resource. Just include it in the document if you want a deadline. Okay.
Of course, you don't need a phone and a laptop for that, for the assignment.
So, do we have any questions? So let's fill the attendance, please, before we end the session by 5:30. So if there are any more questions, they can come in. But please make sure you next session will be next week, Thursday. Well, for those of us that tomorrow by 10 a.m. So let's do well to be there. I need to sketch the logo on a paper as a notebook. Yeah. So for the submission, you will be able to upload those files on the MarkTechie platform. So you need to upload them in a zipped file or zipped folder. All right. So once you have the image and once you have the Word document or the text document, just put them in a zipped folder. All right. Emphasis on the zipped folder. Okay, so what I do is to place the picture and convert to PDF or as a zipped folder. So place the image document along with it, then convert to PDF. All right. So the assignment to be uploaded probably today or tomorrow.